Hey, welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name's Timo, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 3 mistakes that can kill your business, solar panel cleaning business, in this case, to be specific. And, starting a new business, and for me, I have a paint business as well, and I started off a side business because with all the COVID stuff going on, it was hard for me to find help, and let alone, have people willing to let me come into their houses to work, and not only not to work, but just to do estimates. So I came up with a side hustle for solar panel cleaning because it was basically COVID proof, and they've supplemented the slow times during those hard periods we were going through because people were a little reluctant to let you inside, so a lot of the interior jobs dried up, which means about half of my jobs dried up. So we started the solar panel cleaning business, and we were able to use these 3 mistakes that I made with my painting business and not make those same mistakes again for the solar business. So I know it's scary getting started, so I'm just going to give you guys some tips here, and hopefully they help you out. So if you're thinking of starting your own solar panel business, number 1 for me was not reinvesting, or should I say not really having a plan in how to reinvest, because basically I was paying myself from profits and I was investing, but I think I was investing in the wrong areas. For me, truth be told, I was probably buying fancier equipment than was needed just because it felt nice to have new fancy equipment on site. Basically, that's kind of where a lot of the money went into, instead of probably putting the money into more marketing, putting some money behind some Facebook ads, things of that nature. So number 1 was not reinvesting or having a plan, but those kind of go hand in hand. If you're going to reinvest, it makes a good idea to have a plan. If you're going to do, whether you're going to do a percentage of the profits, all of your profits, that's entirely up to you. You want to reinvest and then pay yourself back from what's left over. However you want to do it, but for me, I didn't have a plan in how to reinvest or what to reinvest or how much to reinvest. Bringing us to number 2, do not ignore customers. And this goes for old customers and new customers alike. If you have your Facebook ads running and you got them optimized because you click the second link in the description and they're optimized and they're coming in so fast, and let's say your phone's ringing off the hook and leads are humming and they're coming in, and you're maybe too busy, but I recommend you have to get to them, because the thing is, you got to be courteous to people. And I have heard of situations where people will leave a bad review just because you didn't follow up. Let's say they reached out for an inquiry for an estimate and you didn't get to them because you saw that it came in, but you didn't take the time to get to it. They could leave you a bad review saying, hey, I reached out, no response, and that looks bad too, because if people see that you're not responding, they may be reluctant to reach out in the first place, or just trying to get the cheapest price available out there. And but it's not beneficial to ignore them, and new and old. And even though you have old customers too, it pays to reach out to them. Maybe send them a text. Hey, we've noticed it's been about a year since your last cleaning, or 6 months since your last cleaning, depending on the area. You want to make sure that you're reaching out to them as well. And it could be as simple as maybe leaving a flyer, or just sending them a small text, just like, hey, thanks again for choosing us to clean your solar panels last spring or last fall or whatever. Number 3, major mistake that I was making in the beginning that was a business killer, was quoting. And I think I might have been quoting too low, and then I was quoting too high. So the thing is kind of getting it dialed into a nice sweet spot, and not really a sweet spot, but more so what it's going to cost you to get these jobs done, because you got to factor in travel time, travel expenses, equipment maintenance. There's different things you got to factor in, like marketing. So all these things, you got to kind of get your budget set and your set price to where you know what it's going to cost you to operate. So you don't want to be in the low price tire kicker tier type of clients, because what's going to end up happening with them, if you're just undercutting competition. Now, okay, I understand in the beginning it pays to undercut the competition because you got to get out there, get some experience, and get your foot in the door, but you don't want to stay there. And if you need help with quoting, I actually developed a quoting guide. It'll be the first link in the description below. It's a solar panel pricing sheet that I use to quote my jobs. But back to what I was saying was, you don't want to get stuck with those too low prices, because then the people that like low prices refer you to their other friends that also like low prices, and you kind of see where I'm going here. So top 3 mistakes to avoid that might kill your solar panel cleaning business is 1, not reinvesting or having a plan on how to reinvest. Number 2 would be ignoring customers, new and old, whether you're too busy or there's no excuse. Don't ignore them. Be courteous and avoid those bad reviews. And number 3 is quoting, getting the perfect price. And if you guys are interested in getting the perfect price, click those links in the description. They're great resources. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.